Hey everybody, Ben Zinn here for nextlevelguitar.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a really cool lesson for all of you out there today on tone. And sometimes a certain tone or a certain setup with our gear can inspire us to play in a certain way. And so today I want to take a look at a really vibey, understated approach towards playing a chord progression and how we can just get maximum oomph out of some of the air and space in between the notes. So let's take a look. Hey everyone, if you would like a free video lesson and a coinciding ebook that is not available on YouTube, please click on the link below in the YouTube text box. Click on that link and we will send you that free lesson and ebook absolutely for free. nextlevelguitar.com, we got you covered. Click on the link and we'll continue on. To start out today, I want to talk a little bit about the tones that we're playing off of today. A big part of this playing style is taking advantage of some of the sounds that are created through the use of our equipment, through our guitar, through our amp, and so forth. So want to create a really mellow, airy vibe today. Now to start, I'm playing a guitar with a trem bar, and this is going to be a huge component in achieving a lot of the sounds that we're after today. And my particular guitar here has a Bigsby trem, which is, we can really take advantage of a lot of unique sounds with the Bigsby because it doesn't have as wide of a vibrato radius as some of our other trem bars. So we're going to pair that idea with a really clean tone. We can see here that we have a tube amp that we're playing through, and I have a lot of reverb dialed in. Any sort of tube amp that you guys have at home, dial in your reverb. If you have a guitar with a trem bar, great. That's going to be a great place to start to help us achieve our sounds today. We're going to take you through a chord progression and work in some of that bar movement to set the ambiance for our progression. It's a 4-chord progression, standard chords, and we're starting with a B minor bar chord here at the 2nd fret. I'm moving to a D, open D. You'll notice I'm playing this a little bit differently here. I'm playing it with a 1st finger bar rather than playing it like this, our standard way that we'd normally approach a D chord. I'm playing it like this, index finger barred, adding my middle finger. The only reason I'm doing that is it helps facilitate an easier transition from the B minor into that D. From there we're moving to root position A, open position A, and E major. So all standard chords. What you can do to start putting a vibe on this is to play through those chords and try to add a consistent wavering vibrato with our Bigsby as we move through the changes. So B minor, and you'll notice I'm just giving that a little bit of vibrato. As you get comfortable with that, a really cool trick, especially with the Bigsby, is to do a pre-bend down. So I'm going to fret my B minor chord, depress the bar here, and then strum the chord and lift up. We get that sense of the chord sort of raising up to pitch. Really neat sound. So now that's going to set our foundation for our chord progression. As we want to build on top of that, maybe we can do some things like outlining the chords with a certain picked or arpeggiated pattern. So here, essentially what we're doing is we're picking certain notes out of the B minor. One change that I do make is I'm going to lift off of my bar here to achieve access to the 1st string open. It just provides a little bit more movement to the next chord. I played over my D, I just made a different note choice here. Instead of leaving the 2nd fret on the 1st string, I left that open. Create a D sus2 sound. And then some movement within my A chord. By the time I get to that E chord, I'm just going to give it a nice gentle strum and rock it a little bit with the Bigsby, so it fills out the sound of the same progression a little bit more. Taking this approach just a little bit further, we can try outlining our chord progression using some higher register chords further up the neck. Great way to further expand on this approach. So let's take you through those chord voicings, and then we're going to outline the chords as well. I'm going to start up here with my B minor now at the 7th fret, and I'm going to play the top 4 strings. From here I'm going to move to a D major with the F sharp in the bass. A voicing for A major, E in the bass. And E major right here. Using those changes as an outline. And again, going back to the first way we played the changes, I could just sit there and play through those and add that subtle vibrato. Maybe that's enough for a certain section. But if we want to expand on that, we can take that same outlining approach. As we transition into perhaps playing some lead over this same progression, same approach. We're going to take maximum advantage of the space and tone and just play something really mellow and understated. So let's play through that for you, and we'll show you how to achieve these couple of licks. So what I did here was I pre-bent a note, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and I pre-bent that up a whole step. So I want the note to sound like this, but I don't want to pick it before I bend it. I want to hear the sound of the note falling. The second note that I played was to bend the 2nd fret, 2nd string up a half step. And this note, we want to hear that note going up. So we start out by pre-bending a note and bending the 2nd one up to pitch. Second combination of notes I used was to pre-bend the 1st fret up a half step. Again, same idea, pre-bend, strike it, let it fall. And then I played the 2nd string open. Okay, so there we have it. A few approaches to playing understated, mellow, vibey tones over our chord progression by simply taking advantage of our tone and our bar. So thank you so much for joining me today. Once again, my name's Ben Zinn. NextLevelGuitar.com is our website. Please head over there. It's a great resource for guitar players of all skill levels, all styles. A lot of great information there. We have you covered there. NextLevelGuitar.com is the website. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.